Hi guys, so I'm at the very busy and loud site of the primary school. So it has a classic green gates like a primary school does, and of course the buzzer. So let's go in. But first I want to say thank you so much for all the support these videos have been getting. I really appreciate it and I'm overwhelmed by all the likes and comments. I try to read as many as I can, but we're all studying and working full time, so I don't get to reply to everyone. I even appreciate the funny ones, I see those too. So yeah, just a quick thank you, and I want to use this time to support small businesses. So I'm talking to a few now and I've linked 2 below. But other than that, let's get back to the video. So this is the front of the house, as you can see here. I don't want to make it that obvious where we live, but I mean, if you recognise it, you recognise it. And it is a kind of small size primary school, but it's pretty decent for a house. So it's a mid-Victorian build, so it has these olden kind of work out here and these windows, which I really love the shape of. It looks like a 2-storey build, but it's actually 3, and we'll take a closer look at that when we go in. And then if we look closer here, you can see some of the damage to the bricks and the window area. So this big red door looks really nice, and I think I want to keep it. It's really stiff, so that's quite a good security feature on top of all the locks we have. And then we come into the hallway area. So there's a room here to the right that we'll go into later. If we go into this room on the left, you can see some of the school supplies that have been left here. So if we take a closer look, you can see the books that the students were once studying, which is really cool. I really want to get into that. So you can see more stuff here, but in daylight it looks pretty good. There's not a lot of damage here. So we are considering making this into a living room kind of area and make it really cozy if we can, and not too modern. So if we go here, we can see these olden style radiators, which I've heard that we should keep, and then also some furniture. And if we do make this into a living room, I would want to open this area up and then let a lot of light in. If we look here, you can see someone has written YouTube and then some things underneath. I don't know what they are, but I think that's really cool. So if we push through this door, we end up at a girls' bathroom, which I really love because it has these amazing paintings on the wall. And they've been preserved after all this time, so they've done a really good job with it. And you can see how the painting on the wall matches the checkered board floor, which I really love too. They've done a really good job. I kind of wish we could keep the paintings, but I don't know what we're going to do with a girls' toilet painted like this. We would probably have to open it up to expand into a kitchen area. So if we go back to the room on the right, we see here an old fridge that was left behind and some more school stuff. So when we say it's abandoned, we don't mean like haunted. Like, trust me, if it was haunted, I would be gone, I would not be here. But we kind of mean like the stuff has been left in good condition in a way that looks like they just one day kind of left and never came back. And I've heard the school has moved to a bigger location, so that's good for them too. In general, it does look in good condition, but there is a bit of work to do. So we will have to do the ceiling and the roof and the flooring as well. So at the back of this second room there's a small toilet and a kitchen area. And this has some cabinets and stuff that we can maybe keep, but there's no running water, so we'll have to do that. So now we're back in the hallway again, and this has some really interesting banister. So I've only seen this in an olden house, so maybe we'll keep it. So now we can go upstairs. So if we go to the first classroom on the right, you can see an old classroom that still has some storage units in it. So it's a pretty small classroom, but we would imagine this as a bedroom. What's really interesting about these rooms is that they split into two. So they have a little partition where you can go up the stairs and then have two separate sections to the room. So if this bit is potentially, say, a walk-in closet, then the bed can go on the upper level here. So again, we have these nice big windows and the old radiator. And then we have some more resources that I'm going to sort through and see what we can donate to charity. There's even a really big blackboard, which is really cool too. But here you can see the damage from the roof leaking. So the roof will be completely replaced. So if we go into the next room on this floor, we can see some of the things they've left behind. And then again, it was probably a small classroom. But for us, it could be a gaming area, in one part a bathroom, a closet area, a movie room, and then a bed on the other half. You can see a lot more water damage here. So this will be cleaned up and then the roof will get fixed and then we will replace the floor. This room also has this extra bit, which we think was maybe a kitchen bit, but we could use that as a closet area. Kind of depends on what we need. You can see a lot of the damage here, but it wasn't actually as bad as we thought. So it won't take as long as you guys might think. So if we leave the second bedroom, we get to the second floor where you can see the storage bit, which we could possibly use for our own shoes. If we go up the stairs here, we get to the third floor. And the electrics are really dodgy, so I'm using a flash. So this is one of my favourite parts of the house. We've got this area here, which I think might be a library. It's got a nice window and a big ledge here. And then we could potentially use this as our own book area. So our own library area where we have our bookshelves, because I've always wanted somewhere to put all our books. But it's another small room here, so it could be another bedroom. So before we get to my favourite room, we have a bathroom in between the two rooms. So this could be a bathroom in between two bedrooms. And then we get to the head teacher's office. So I love that this still is here. And If we go in, we can see some more furniture that's been left behind. There's a sink and there's a head teacher's desk as well. So I don't know if everyone knows that we actually bought this place without physically going to see it. And this is one of the rooms we saw pictures of. So we was worried about the damage, but in general it's not so bad, it's fixable. It's actually so weird seeing the head teacher's office not as a pupil. Okay, so that is the tour of the house/school. Hopefully you got to see a bit more than you did on my TikTok videos. I will be doing a tour of the outside of the house as well at some point because I think that's interesting too. Please let me know what you think, and please follow me on Instagram as well because I do post on there a lot. But other than that, I look forward to seeing what you guys say, and I will be doing a Q&A soon. So till then.